Hey y'all.
Hey y'all, come on in. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I have too much stuff on my couch. Trying to relocate it. There it is. I'm great. Thanks for asking.
Sure.
How was your weekend?
It was great.
Really? Why is that?
It's Tasha
Yes.
and Anita comment,
Mm-hmm.
um, came to see me. So it was very good. It was a very good weekend. I got to show you guys the city and a little snippet of how I'm living out here. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, I enjoyed myself. I got tons of goodies I haven't even unpacked yet. I'm gonna unpack and get to kind of dwell in my goodies tonight. So I'm kind of excited about that. I have some new crystals and some new candles and a couple of fun things, and just met some really dope people, and I'm just refreshed, back to normal though, but refreshed nonetheless. It was definitely needed, and we enjoyed it.
Good. I'm glad. I hope I was a decent host, to say the least.
We were. It was like we were at a resort.
Really?
Hmm.
Wow.
There were refreshments,
Yes.
snacks, like when you're on a plane and you get like nuts and things like that. Was those type.
And departure.
Hmm. Hmm. Yep. So it
Good.
was it was it was like being on at a resort. It was delightful to say the least.
Oh my goodness. That is amazing.
Did you pay Anita to
No, I didn't.
did you pay Anita to be in the comments talking about how phenomenal you were?
No, I didn't do that. That's not a sponsored comment there. She's just
Okay.
genuinely feels like that.
Well,
I'm
okay.
sure.
Right. So it was nonetheless, it was an amazing trip. Great flight,
Good.
great host, phenomenal food.
Really?
It was a good trip to
Oh, yeah.
Atlanta.
What kind of food did you try when you came?
I went to Slutty Vegan for the first time. That was amaze balls. So that was fun. So if anybody goes to Atlanta, go to Slutty Vegan. I had no idea it would be so delicious. So Anita wanted to eat it for breakfast the next morning. That's how much she loved it. And yeah, that was my best spot there. I was trying to think what else we ate. Everything else was great too. I didn't have one bad meal while I was gone. I didn't have a bad drink. I'd have a bad meal, a bad drink. Like it was just smooth sailing. Now it was a little. I
Yeah.
don't do heat.
Tell people about the heat.
I had to stand in a line, and not only do I not do heat, I don't do lines. So
Well, she experienced the full.
my thighs were sweating, and my back and my breast.
You see what I had on. I was prepared to stand in line.
I know. I mean, I think I would have been better off with a bikini on and a sarong or something because
What?
it's hot.
My
Yeah.
bad, Tasha.
Mm.
You're being dramatic now.
I mean, this is my opinion.
No, you're right. I won't discount your feelings.
Yeah. Some people think it's cold some places. Some people think it's hot.
Yes, I agree. To me, it was not that hot, and the line was not that long. I've
Maybe
stood.
the line wasn't as long as I've heard the line has been. So I was pleasantly surprised that we got to wait for a short period of time. We were only got
You get to wait for a short period of time
we got there early.
because it was scheduled perfectly.
Oh, because our phenomenal host had a phenomenal itinerary and it was scheduled perfectly.
Yes, Anita was able to get her, vitamin D for the day, and Tasha was too, but Tasha wasn't as appreciative or grateful for that vitamin D. So
Hmm.
that's
Anyway,
go
there
ahead.
was the weekend. That was it. Now I'm back to reality.
Yes. you're back to reality at something place. And I'm going to put your address out there. There's some crazy people out there now. Someone may be infatuated by her, and I just didn't want to do her like that. So yes, she's back to reality. I'm back to reality. Just me and my little apartment. Nobody is twerking over here.
Oh, we had a twerk. We had a twerk class. Now that was fun. Now I'm not gonna lie. I bust a little bit of a sweat. Fun fact: the teacher of the twerk class was Danielle, my sister. Yes, the one up here. I only have one sister, if anyone was wondering. So that's the one who taught us how to twerk. Anita twerked in her pajamas or a nightgown. I twerked in some Gucci sweatpants and a Crenshaw shirt. And to be very honest, this was the first time that I successfully twerked.
Yes, it was, guys. It was amazing. I mean, it was, at some point I could release my hands from her body and allow her to do it herself.
You have to explain how you help the butt go up and down.
Well, basically, for anyone who's thinking about becoming a twerk master like myself, if you are thinking of teaching a twerk session at your house or apartment, wherever you reside, I stood behind my students and helped them. So here's the thing. A lot of people always twerk down, but a lot of people don't twerk up.
Twerking up is hard.
If you're able to bring your butt up and up and up, then you have established something. So I was just behind Tasha, helping her raise her butt up and up and up.
Another fun fact, this is taking over our Mac moment and our Still I Rise, but another fun fact, just because you have booty doesn't mean you know how to twerk.
Yes, but you're doing the society a disservice if you don't know how. It's not right.
I just can't get it to go up and down the way I did last night. I'm impressed by what I've learned thus far.
Yes, and we also learn how to twerk on the floor.
Oh, I was advised that was my best one.
That was her best one, probably because she has a lot of body strength.
What did y'all call it?
Yeah, Anita called it the Pilates.
No, plank twerk.
A lot of dancers do this, guys. Just go on YouTube, and I'm sure they'll break out on the floor and start twerking. I personally have been practicing for years, and that's how I'm able to do it.
I was actually channeling my inner dancer today when I got dressed.
I can tell you look like a dancer from Janet Jackson's group.
Right. Like maybe I could do the plank twerk or something. Like I could practice.
Yeah.
Then you wanted me to record it. I'm like, oh no, I just learned how to pop my booty.
It was an epic moment. So listen, guys, I'm in boxing, and my coach is always like, 1, 2, 1, 2, hook, slip. Okay, so new combos that I'm not aware of. So that's what I pulled out on them last night.
It was bad, guys. The twerk combos
had me up, down, up, down, up, down. And when I did that, they lost it. And I told them to add a head twirl to it. Anita wasn't really for the head twirl, but I'm telling you, it's all for the effect. It's not about what you want. It's about giving the people what they need.
Anita was concerned about twerking with someone.
Yes. Well, we are going to probably air that. If we have approval from her. We may be able to put a smiley face over her outfit if she's comfortable with that. But yes, Anita was wondering. So FAQ, first of all, we don't have a Mac moment or Still I Rise. This is far more important than health and Black Lives Mattering right now. Anita was wondering what to do when someone tries to twerk with you, like a male counterpart or a female, whatever your preference is. And so the male comes up behind. Anita, this was her proposal or her situation-based question. And she said that the young man came up behind her very masculine in muscles because that's how she likes them. And he, I guess, gravitated toward her body. She said, well, what do I do then? And I told her, listen, twerking is a solo act, okay? You not catch the twerk. The twerk is to not be caught. Okay? It's a solo act. It's solely about you admiring your own body. Okay, great for the sacral chakra as well, guys. So,
sacral chakra.
It's your like inner sides right here, the lower area. Okay, so it's great for that area. And if you do find yourself in a situation like that, you just have to get out because you're not honoring the twerk gods. They're not happy when it becomes something else. Now it's grinding on the floor. It's not twerking. It's sex on the dance floor. I think that was a song.
Right?
Love in this club. So, I told her to back away, maybe do a little hop, twirl, and keep moving.
Transitional twerk.
Transitional twerk to get out of that situation. You don't have to do anything. You're not.
I'm sure you guys didn't come here for this, but this is what we're talking about today. So you learned something new, that Danielle's thinking about taking these twerk classes viral.
That was discussed with me, but apparently she's
a certified twerkologist.
I'm a certified twerkologist. This is because I have a twerk problem. I just twerk everything.
Mm-hmm.
At my apartment, I just twerk. It just comes out of nowhere.
You were in a twerk contest.
I was in a twerk contest. Now, this was 2 years ago. I had a different body then. So until I had that same body,
testimonies coming in.
The testimonies are coming in. Yes, I was in a twerk contest and I did lose to white women because they weren't. The judges weren't aware.
Twerking though.
They weren't aware of what a twerk was, and they did say she's from ATL, y'all. She about to do it, and I did it. I represented for ATL and Virginia, but twerking is a great exercise. Tasha, do you want to lead into that?
I mean, it's really good for the knees and the glutes, and I'll tell you, in your hips. My hips are actually sore today, and I think it's from my twerk class. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'm impressed.
Twerking with Danny.
So if anybody's interested in twerking with Danny,
you'll have to travel to Atlanta. I'm not doing it virtually. It is an exclusive situation.
Sometimes, like me, I've been I've had a lot of trouble breaking through my twerking. So therefore, she's had to assist my bottom with going up and down. And we've been successful, and we think we've broken through some things. So I just need to practice more. Alone, yes.
Remember, twerking is a solo act, guys.
This is a PSA. So we're going to just hop straight to hot topics. Why not? I don't know if she's ready. She's been doing a lot in the backstage.
Yeah, we'll just bring her on in.
Yeah, we're just going to, I don't know what she got going on.
Hey girl.
Y'all just bring me in. Just bring me in. Okay? If I had to stay backstage one more time and fluff this hair, it just, y'all, this is not a wig. This is a ring curl gone bad. I look like Ayana Van Zant's assistant because these curls is tight. These curls is tight. The definition is that y'all ain't cut my hair. The shrinkage is real. The definition is there.
Yes.
But they just a little too tight for me. I've been waiting for these to drop like an album. They're not participating right now. So just y'all excuse me. I don't have no therapeutic advice despite the tight curls in my hair. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get to what I know, which is ratchet hot topics. Okay. Jumping right on in. So there's a versus coming up between Soulja Boy and now Bow Wow.
Wait, before you start, do you know how to twerk?
So God God knew what he was doing when he created me and gave me no ass at all. So there will be no
But
such
apparently,
thing as a twerk.
you don't have to have ass. See the twerk
You
off.
have to have ass if you don't want to get laughed at. Nobody
No. The
said
key behind not having a butt and twerking is you wear leggings with a flannel shirt over top of the leggings tied around your waist. Or you wear baggy sweats, preferably like a jogger. And when you are about to go into the twerking motion, you lift up slightly your pants and you squat. That gives the illusion, which
that
must
there's something
that there's
there.
something there. Yes, I'm being honest with you. This is a dancer's secret, guys.
Okay, so now you the Houdini of twerking.
Yes.
Abracadabra, having ass. Everybody twerk.
Yeah.
Okay, you the Houdini of twerking. You giving everybody's ass. That's what's gonna come out of the box when you're spinning around. The lady's gonna come into the box, you spinning around, she just gonna come out twerking.
I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, Boudini.
Houdini. She weak in her own self.
What's going on with this versus with Bow Wow?
So
Oh, Danielle's boo.
the verses was supposed to be with Lil Romeo. Well, Romeo. I don't know if they live anymore, but it was supposed to be a versus between Romeo and Bow Wow. But then Soldier Boy came in and decided that his 2 cents in. But you know, him and Bow Wow, they've been having, I don't know what type of beef they got going on. I don't know if they frenemies, enemies, bromance. I don't know what these babies got going on. But Soldier Boy came out and said that, you know, he got more hits than Ike Turner. So now it's supposed to be him and Bow Wow for the verses. So I guess stay tuned to that. I don't know why they did Romeo like that.
That's gonna be horrible. That's gonna be horrible.
I know it's gonna be it's a pull thing. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna have Ciroc. I don't think the sponsor of Soldier Boy and Bow Wow's versus is gonna be Ciroc. I don't think that's who's gonna be there supporting them through this.
It's just bad business.
I don't know what Soldier Boy is gonna do. I don't know if he's gonna hand out his little Nintendo games. I don't know what's gonna happen in this versus. Bow Wow said he has a whole shebang. We should all be excited about what he's gonna do in the verses. Nobody knows what he's gonna do. Maybe he'll bring the braids back. I'm not sure. You know, somebody may give him the Shamar Moore lace front, and he might just take us all the way back with the cornrows. I don't know.
Well, I would like to know how Danielle feels about this, as Danielle is a very avid fan of
Mr. 106 apart. Okay.
Yes.
You
She's
kept
actually
him on the countdown, didn't you? You had Tasha laptop, your laptop, the desktop, all voting for Lil Bow Wow on 106
let's
apart.
give her the floor. Danielle, how do you feel about your Bow Wow being on a versus with Soldier Boy?
Tell us.
So there was a situation with Bow Wow and Romeo. I was following it closely behind closed doors.
What?
Because it was inappropriate and it wasn't right. They settled it.
Okay.
And they are not going to do it because Romeo was like, hey, man, I'm not for what you're trying to stir up. Romeo was being very politically correct and professional and mature. Entirely more mature than Bow Wow, unfortunately.
Of course.
So yes, I am. I don't know why Soldier Boy is going to be doing this against him. He will lose.
Who will lose?
Soldier Boy will lose, but that's not the point. That's not the point here. I was a.
So you mean to tell me you ain't team Draco?
Hold on. This is what she always has to start with. This is how she starts the story. Go.
I was a founding member of the Bow Wow fan club. I have a card, and I still have that card.
Was this like the Virginia sector, or were you like
No, this was international.
this was the whole
This
thing?
was the whole thing. It was not about Angela Simmons, Superman. Okay, so I was a founding member. Bow Wow has gone through a lot. There was like allegations that he had possibly been like molested or something, and then he went through that thing where he wasn't Black. And there was a lot. So I've gone through a lot. Yes, I am the reason why he was number one on the countdown for 4 years. Yes. Me and the rest of my Bow Wow fans and the Bow Wow.
Danielle was two weighing 106 in pot to keep Bow Wow on us.
I had the dial up, the landline, and I was just hitting at 5 o'clock. I started. Phone lines are busy.
Well, it looks like Draco don't stand a chance.
He stands no chance. But I will say, it's been touch and go with my fanship.
Fandom.
Yeah.
It's been tough, just like that word. I just don't know. I'm not sure.
Lord, y'all getting a hard time from Bow Wow and Trey Songz. Poor thing. Somebody need to check up on them. Like
Beyonce, check up on me.
Yeah, check up on me.
Yes, when she was in the pink outfit. Yes. So there's that.
I'm sorry. You can move on to number 2. I'm sorry.
I just was gonna say Romeo said he don't got time. He gonna go pray and sell rap snacks with his daddy. He don't got time to be playing with y'all. Him and his daddy is over there building an empire. And they don't have time for no versus foolishness. Now, I think Romeo probably wanted to do like a union mission versus like who can feed the most homeless people. I think that's probably something that Romeo be more into.
No, I don't think that's it. I think Romeo is just beyond it. And he knows he will lose.
What is he beyond? What else does he have to do?
He's like, he acts.
Verify student loans for ICDC college. What does he have to do?
I think he's an actor.
From what?
I don't know, guys. I'm not a Romeo fan. I have never been. He's the opponent. I'm never liked that little Romeo. I don't know.
So Romeo gonna turn down the verses so he can act in Mama, this the last piece of cornbread on the first of the month. That's what you think that Romeo want to do so he can pursue his acting career.
I think he's a businessman or something.
I'll tell you one thing. This is how people bring things back in. This is gonna be a very important versus because we just spent 10 minutes on this.
This is the only versus I'm interested in.
Oh, now I wouldn't take it there.
Listen, my whole childhood, I don't even remember myself between the ages of 12 and 15.
Why is that?
I was wrapped up on the Bow Wow forum. There was a Bow Wow forum called Bow Wow and Me. And we used to read stories. It was like scripting. We used to read stories all day long. I was tying up the phone line. Yes, girl, I was tying up the phone line because it would be like Bow Wow and Me story time. So that means you put your little name in the book.
She had it really bad.
Very bad. I had movie posters.
I supported the habit.
Yeah, she was over here buying me movie posters. I mean, these weren't posters you found in like
I'm talking like
YE.
Large.
These were posters in AMC 24.
What did you put the posters on your pillow and make out with Bow Wow?
I put the posters on my wall frames. Now
was you twerking on? That's how you learn how to twerk. You was twerking on Bow Wow posters. Lord have mercy.
Where it all started.
I was too busy trying to get my sparkle right on my bandana when we went to I went to every concert.
You even wore bedazzled bandanas?
Yes, to the first one. It was a white one.
You know that was part of the
yes,
yeah, that was part of the right. Oh, okay. And you was Harlem shaking. But this may be a magical versus for you. This may be just as magical as Brandy versus Monica. This may
it's going to be.
You thought this was a punchline, but to her, this was
right.
real. Hot.
This is a real
Hot.
thing. This is
This
a
was
real
it.
thing. Okay.
This was your favorite hot topic of the month, huh?
Right. I gotta bring it back.
Topic
I gotta keep this one going as a little reminder. Hey, do you know the verses is coming up? Hey, did y'all see the verses? After the verses, we're gonna talk about the verses, but before the verses, we're gonna go over the verses before we see it. And then talk about it afterwards. Okay, I see where this is going.
So unfortunately, you get one more. What you got?
Sorry.
I got right. So I have to bring this up because I have to make sure that I'm able to plug my disclaimer as I always do. So the 2021 Billboards that came out, and again, they keep putting Doja Cat in the R&B category. I don't know, and she keeps winning.
But what is she?
I don't know yet. And until we figure it out as a people, they need to stop putting her in the R&B category. Speaking of R&B, y'all better stop streaming Anita Baker's goddamn music. Okay?
Listen, people out here in Atlanta are still streaming Anita Baker.
Oh, Anita Baker came on in a club this weekend in Atlanta, and the whole club was singing.
Yes.
They're not supposed to be streaming it. So since we ain't heard it in a long time.
Somebody said, who the Doja Cat, I'm assuming. Who the Doja Cat? Because that's where we at with it. You know, Doja Cat's wants a surgery where she extends her knees.
Well,
she wants to be taller?
She wants to extend something in her legs.
She should. That way it matches up with the length of her forehead. She's got the extension.
My forehead's big. What are you trying to say?
Your forehead is not big. Doja Cat's
it's called a 5 head.
No, I don't know what.
Not yours. Mine is a 5 head. I don't know about yours, but when you put your whole hand here and it cover your whole head, that's a 5 head, y'all.
Well, Doja Cat got
a 10 head.
Doja got she got a Siamese twin hand forehead. I don't know what she got a big forehead. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe put her in the best TikTok artist category or something. But she's R&B.
It's a joke.
They just get it wrong. And they get it wrong every year. They get it wrong. And this time they got it wrong. See, what is that? There you go. For whoever asked who she was, there she is. Now, don't get me wrong.
Make the picture bigger or something. Is she white? Is she black?
I'm not sure. She did have a little backlash a little while ago because she was in, I don't know, she was in like some chat. Racial yeah, so I'm not 100% sure on what she's mixed with. Somebody who makes her wigs does a good job because they definitely be hiding 3/4 of her forehead. Yeah, and it still look like she got a regular forehead. Scroll on down. I think I seen a picture where I can tell you, look at that baby forehead. Keep scrolling. I don't see. There you go. Keep going. There's one where she had. See, there you go. Look at that. She don't have no face because it's being taken over. It's being everything else is being pushed down by her forehead.
Oh, she's biracial. Her father is South African and her mother is Jewish American Caucasian.
Okay.
Yeah, Ashley, you ain't heard.
Just wanted to know.
Never heard of her. It's
right.
Okay.
It's not for us. It's
or
not
raps.
For us.
I don't know what she sings nor raps. I'm sorry.
You know she's saying this little tick. You know she's saying a little TikTok song. Didn't need to know it. You don't know it. You wanna get to know it. Why don't you say so? Yeah, that.
I don't know that one.
Tasha's a budding TikTok
right. She just know she got TikTok on lock, and that's where she should be receiving her awards, not on billboards and Grammys and whatever else show she done won an award for. But I think she's very good for TikTok. She's just not. Stop streaming Anita Baker's music, goddammit. I said all of that to say this.
This is her PSA.
Over and out.
Oh wait, before you go, it was not planned. It was not planned, but we, for some reason, we all have on hoops.
Oh yeah.
The bigger the hoop, the bigger the hoe. That's what they say.
I got to take these off because I don't usually wear these now. I got to go ahead and take these off. I just was trying to get myself a little length because I
Because it's
shrunk
a girl.
up.
Yeah.
You was worried about that tight curl. That tight curl been tight forever.
That's
be
why
good.
I've been waiting for it to drop like an album. The hair just won't even drop. These things been in for a whole week.
It looks like you're waiting just like Rihanna's fans because she's not dropping an album either. So
That's who album I'm waiting on. I'm waiting for my Rihanna's to drop. I'm start calling these these not ringlet curls no more. These are the Rihanna's because I'm waiting for them to drop. And it's just not happening. Stay tuned. I may just get tired of it and just say forget it. It's just not gonna drop. But you know, the definition is there, honey.
yeah.
But I just wanted y'all to know that. I mean, I was proud of something that I did with my hair today.
Well, we appreciate you blessing us. We appreciate
y'all. Well, you know, y'all go ahead with y'all hooky spooky. Best y'all get ready to talk about now. I'm getting ready to go for my light start twitching. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Well, that was fun. I knew you enjoyed that, to be able to talk about your Bow Wow accolades. So that's dope. So the topic for tonight should be fun. We're going to talk about horror movies that are actually based off of true stories and how we feel about it and what we think. And y'all can just tune in if you want or not, catch the playback. We don't care. How about that? So moving right along, do you want to go for the first one that you were interested in the list, or we may have the same?
I'm actually looking at the list really quick now.
Oh, okay.
Are these ones the birds and stuff? I don't even know what the movie is.
Okay, so The Birds is a movie about it's a series, it's an Alfred Hitchcock series. People. Well, it's actually a true story.
Like Alfred Hitchcock movies or something.
Yeah, I mean, he's creepy. He's real scary stuff. That's real scary stuff. But yeah, in real life in California, it was a town that this was based off of because they had like killer birds that were like going out, a flock of birds. They were going out and like ramming into people, ramming into their cars. Like they were killing people. Yeah.
And what this movie is about.
And that's what the movie's about. It's called The Birds, 1963. So I think they like kill people, whereas in California, they injured people. They didn't really kill people.
Oh, okay. They took it to another extreme.
Yeah.
The way that I was really interested. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry to catch up from this weekend. The one that I was really interested in that I actually know about is the Zodiac from 2007. What did you say? You've never seen the Zodiac?
Mm-mm.
So basically, he was a serial killer in the United States. And I think he killed like a ton of people, mostly women though. And it was in the early 1960s and 1970s. And this was a real thing. Like there was a Zodiac serial killer and he was not playing. For 10 years. He was out here killing women left and right. And he was like sending in code things with.
Was he killing based off of their Zodiac sign?
No, I don't even remember why he was called the Zodiac killer. Yes.
I've never seen that.
And he had like this symbol he would leave. It was like a circle and an X in the middle. It's a very good show, a very good movie. So that's what I like that one.
Well, the one that I wanted to talk about the most, Child's Play.
Okay, what is that about?
How do you not know what Child's Play about? Child's Play is Chucky.
Oh yeah, I've never seen a Chucky movie.
You've never seen a Chucky movie? What if I deprived you all your life?
There's certain things I couldn't watch as a child.
It wasn't because you weren't allowed. You could have watched it with me.
I wasn't interested in watching a doll talk. Okay, so I had dolls in my own room that ate food. I'm not interested. I wasn't interested.
Let's talk about Child's Play. So Child's Play, the little boy finds a doll. He likes the doll. He takes the doll home. I don't really remember if he found the doll in the trash. So somebody let me know. I don't remember if he found him in the trash or if he found him at a store. it was something behind that because there's like different versions of Child's Play. There's an original, and then there's like the ones that they remade. But it's actually based off of a true story, supposedly.
So what about this lady? It says somebody practiced voodoo.
Yeah, so she actually possessed
the doll.
Ooh, that's a good story. Okay, hold on 1 second, Super Mac. She possessed the doll on purpose to get revenge on her family. That's the original story.
So the doll, she sent the doll to her family's house?
Oh, you're right, Super Mac. The doll in the movie, he got the doll for his birthday. It was a talking doll, like My Buddy. I don't know if you've ever seen it. My Buddy, My Buddy. I had Cricket. So Cricket was like a kid sister. Yeah. Cricket was just like a kid sister, and she was black. And y'all, after I saw Child's Play, Cricket went into my closet under some things because she was not coming out.
We used to have an elephant toy box. I don't know if it was Tasha first.
It was mine.
Then it was mine. There were certain things that stayed at the bottom of the toy box. The E.T. doll, Cricket, and later I had a Furby at one point, and I still have that Furby actually. He's faced the wall. He's facing the wall. He's always been at the bottom because the Furby is a wizard, surprisingly, and he was out of hand. So these are the things. These are things from our childhood. So yes, so the lady put voodoo on the doll.
This says that a painter was given the doll by a woman who worked for his family. She practiced voodoo and had cursed the doll so that she could get revenge on his family. Apparently, she worked for the family and she knew they probably won't, so she wanted to get revenge on them. So it's a real story. What's so crazy is that movie is super scary. Like Teddy Ruxpin. So look, okay, so Supermax says that his cousin tried to do a spell on his sister.
Supermax, do you want a link to join? Or are you in the gym?
You want to join and come tell your story? Are you join to come tell a story, a real story? That's the whole point of this, because what I was thinking was we've had all these conversations about supernatural stuff.
Right.
And what people don't realize is this stuff really happened. So that's kind of the spin of this, how these movies were created, because you have to think that something comes from something, right? So
the it's called Robert the Doll. Yes, girl, the real name.
Oh, for Child's Play, right?
Yes, apparently it was Robert the Doll, the true story behind Child's Play and Chucky. My gosh.
You see his picture? You see the picture? Because Elijah pulled up the picture one time.
Let me see if I can share this with y'all. This is bad. Please hold on, y'all. Just give me 1 second. Robert the Doll. That's not the picture I'm trying to show y'all. Just please hold. It's coming. Maybe I went too far. That's it. I don't know what that is.
That's right. That's the original.
He was a sailor?
I don't know, but like that doll went everywhere. There's like stories where that doll was popping up places. That doll right there.
This one?
Yes, there's Elijah did some research on it, and there was that doll. Robert was not going nowhere. They were trying to get rid of him.
He had a first and last name. It was too many human characteristics given to this doll. His name was Robert Eugene Otto.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you. Read it. It tells you.
She was abused by her family. Well, they had it coming. What's the dog's name?
I don't know what the dog's name is.
There was a little boy who loved the doll so much that he named him after his own name. So
that's how he got his name.
Yes. And they would blame the strange incidents around the house, like rearranged furniture, and claimed that Robert did it.
You've never heard of this?
They said Robert moved away, got married, and somehow inherited the house. He rekindled his friendship with Robert the doll. His wife was not for it. Who acquired the doll? What? The house was sold after. Why is the doll staying in the house?
This doesn't make sense.
1974, somebody else got the house and they got the doll.
And they got the doll, so I said the doll just moved through.
She donated the doll. She should have killed the doll. The doll now belongs. It's in the museum.
Yeah, it's not. They didn't do anything to it, and the doll's possessed. Like bad things happen when the doll's around. It's like real story, real life.
Well, who knew about this, y'all?
Nobody, I bet. I have another one. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay. I feel like that's a Christmas movie.
No, Freddy Krueger.
Yes.
Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, Nightmare on Elm Street is a movie about Freddy Krueger who kills teenagers in their dreams. But it's actually based off of a family of Cambodian refugees who had a son who was having nightmares, and that he had nightmares that the person would chase him in his dreams and would come and get him, and then he would try to stay awake for days. And so it's based off of a very similar story where bad things were happening to him. And then he would dream about it, and he would wake up, and let's say he had scratches, and in his dream the man was scratching him, but he would wake up and there would be, scratches on his arm.
So you think that's what's coming for me? When I wake up and I got scratches? It's Freddy.
I didn't say it was Freddy. I mean, I don't know.
Now I got to go see somebody.
Oh, what, like a witch doctor?
Somebody, because Freddy has been with me for years.
No.
It's probably one here I can go see.
I'm sure there's one there. Listen, so they said when he finally fell asleep, his parents thought the crisis was over. Then they heard screams in the middle of the night. By the time they got to him, he was dead. The son, he died in the middle of a nightmare. He was younger. He was a youngster having a vision of a horror that everyone older was denying. That became the central line of Nightmare on Elm Street. Crazy. That's crazy. What's wrong?
So that's like you could possibly die in your nightmares.
Oh, because that's what Freddy does. He kills you in your nightmare. You don't wake up. Mm-hmm. That's the whole. Yeah, Freddy Krueger kills you in your nightmare.
Attacks in your nightmare. I think that is a very girly move.
Huh?
Girly. I mean, it's a punk move. I think that's a punk. Come out when I'm awoke, Freddy.
No, that's not the purpose.
Yes.
Freddy wants you in your nightmares, in your dreams. He's coming after you in your nightmares when you close your eyes.
If you're trying to kill me in real life, then kill me in real life. Don't be doing that. That's like some people.
Freddy don't exist in real life. Do the research.
So basically, it's
another realm.
Terror.
Huh?
It's kind of like a night terror.
Facts. So if you don't make it out. Yep.
Maybe we should have not done this. We shouldn't have done this show.
I have seen the Upshaws. Off topic. I have seen the Upshaws. I actually watched it and fell asleep through the whole thing. So now I'm trying to watch it again. I actually started watching it again today. No, the Upshaws isn't scary. It's with Mike Epps and
Netflix keeps wanting me to watch that. It's because I'm Black.
I'm trying to give it a chance because it's an African American situation. So I'm trying to give it a chance. And I've been giggling a little as I watched it today. So maybe I just need to get it.
Yeah, you just need to give it a chance.
Yeah, so stay tuned on that. It's a short, Yes.
So another one that I'm interested in.
It does remind me of my child. Thank you.
Who?
The little boy in the movie, in the show Upshaw. His name is Kevin, I think. He reminds me of Elijah. Okay, what's your movie? What you got?
The Haunting of Sharon Tate.
Never heard of it.
I don't know where it was playing, but I saw that thing. It was about Charles Manson killing her. You know who Charles Manson is?
Yes. Don't know who Sharon Tate is.
Killed people. Right?
Yes, I'm sure of it. He's a serial killer.
Okay, here he is. I guess him and his family went around killing people. Well, anyway, there was a 2019 movie called The Haunting of Sharon Tate. My girl Hilary Duff, I'm a Disney girl. She was in it, and she played Sharon Tate. And basically, he killed her, and it was just really, really sad. But it was so bad that she was pregnant when it was happening. First of all, I believe in the movie she was, and it was like playing mind games with her. These people, Manson and his family, they would leave stuff like around the house. They would play records that would be going backwards. That it was just a mess. It really messed with her mentally. And in real life, I guess it really happened. I didn't know that was a true story until
Either.
right now. So apparently Charles Manson. I wonder who else did he kill?
I'm not interested.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I like the kind of scary movies that are like the Freddy's.
You like fictional stuff.
Yeah. I don't like
that's not necessarily considered fictional.
Yeah, I was about to say that. But need to hear that. That's enough.
I believe in y'all. I see y'all. Y'all have to come for me. Okay. Please don't.
What else you got?
I'm looking. Child's Play came up twice.
There's like a list of 62. So if you can imagine, there's like 62 movies in which are true story or 62 horror movies that are based off of a true story.
Poltergeist. Listen, y'all.
I don't want to talk about it.
Poltergeist was a reoccurring theme in our house. I don't know why that movie kept playing. I mean, it showed up several times. Caroline was a regular name around the house.
Caroline?
Just like that. Tasha would walk around the house saying that.
Caroline? Caroline, do you hear me?
So what is Poltergeist, for those who don't know? It was a movie from 1982. Basically, the ghost abducts one of their daughters.
But the ghost came from the house.
They came to the house?
No, the ghost came from the house. In the movie, I can tell you because I know it very well. But in the movie, that eventually they find the family moves into a home, very much like Amityville, but the family moves into a home and weird things and occurrences start to happen. Carol Ann starts to play with people that aren't there, etc. Come to find out, the house was actually built on an Indian reserve of some sort, where people, like a cemetery, they built the house on like an Indian cemetery. Am I online? Am I on brand?
No, I'm just
taking it in. Oh, yeah. So that's in the movie. I don't know. I didn't know that phrase. I didn't know that was.
I don't know any of that. All I know is Caroline and the light, y'all. So I just know there's a light and there was Caroline, and I kept hearing about Caroline going to the light. Caroline, come to the light or don't go to the light. And that's all I remember seeing.
Well, you know the funny thing about that. You know what the funny thing is about that movie. You know, right? You're just playing. Everybody in that, half the people in that movie died after being alive. And Caroline died, if I'm not mistaken. She was one of them.
She went to the light.
Yes. Unfortunately.
Was the old in the movie, was she not right?
Who? The little lady. I think she was someone she was clairvoyant, if I'm not mistaken, and she was trying to help connect so that she could help Carol Ann, because Carol Ann she was saying like, Carol Ann, come on over here. Don't go over there with homeboy. That's chilling.
She was saying come to the light. She was trying to bring her back out.
Yeah, she was already in. Yeah, Carol Ann was like, one movie, Carol Ann was in the whole movie. She was in the other realm.
See, I was a bystander. What is it called? An onlooker. I didn't sit down and watch the movie, y'all. I may have passed.
Oddly enough, your sister, I've always been fascinated with this stuff.
She loves that movie, y'all, Poltergeist. I don't know why she didn't talk about it.
Because it's scary.
That is like one of those things where the only reason why I know about the movie is because of her, kind of like old Tupac song or Biggie song, Ten Commandments. The only reason why I know those things is because of the wall that was dividing us and her music was blasting. So therefore, when she would be watching Poltergeist downstairs, I would go down to get a snack and
fun fact, I couldn't finish the movie. So because it was so scary, so I would start it and then I couldn't finish it. I mean, think about it.
I don't know the end of it because I never seen you
I
watch
was
it.
one. When it came out, I was one. So the reason why I probably was watching it so much is it was on TV, like on some TBS type stuff.
And they played it all the time?
They did play it often. It was because it was probably a very popular movie, to be very honest with you.
Okay. So if you was one when it came out, because it came out in 1982. So I probably was, I don't know. I shouldn't have been watching it. I shouldn't have even been passing the room, y'all. I mean, that's what it comes down to. So Supermax says, what about Candyman? I don't think Candyman was real, Supermax.
I don't think so.
But there's been many times where Tasha had me in that bathroom and the doors closed and the lights off. Which is why I don't go to the bathroom now with the lights off.
My older brother had a tendency, she was probably not even here yet, but he had a tendency to scare me. So when I probably got a young...
Where that comes from?
Well, probably because he would try to scare me a lot. So, well, because that was just sibling love. And so I was...
That's not love. That's a problem. That's what people think you're supposed to be hurt to be loved, y'all. That is not real love.
So before you go, I want you to know that the Poltergeist is based off of something called the Herman House. And the Herman House is based off of the movie, The Poltergeist. And it's about a house in Long Island, New York that was possessed. And it all started with the family hearing popping sounds coming from various spots around the house. When they investigated, they found uncapped bottles of several substances completely unpinned, whatever that means, in many different rooms, including a vial of holy water, which spilled all over a bedroom dresser.
The father bought some Florida water too, Lord. Don't, whatever y'all doing up in here, do not knock my Florida water out, okay? Please.
The dad thought that it was like pranksters. He didn't believe. You got to see this stuff. Like, look at this picture. Can you see this picture?
No, don't send it to me either.
Okay.
I'll put it in my feed, my chat history.
Well, basically, come to find out there was a lot of supernatural spirits and things going on in their home. It was very similar. The house was built on top of a cemetery. Like, it was a whole cemetery, and they built a whole neighborhood on top of the cemetery. But that house in particular was built like right on something that was already evil, and some people that had been practicing some things that weren't so great. And boom, here we go. So it's a real story.
Oh,
well, everything something.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is the end of the show. We're in the process of wrapping it up. Do you have anything else?
No.
We're trying to be more on time, guys. We're trying to learn how to wrap things up. I think next week is ladies' night. So
maybe we'll have a better luck getting some ladies than we have with getting these people to talk about ghosts.
Next week is ladies' night. We'll be hopefully bringing some ladies on. So if you are someone who don't mind coming on camera, or I just don't understand, y'all. We don't do much to get here. I was just in there eating mushroom ravioli. I put a hat on, I put my hoops on, and that's it.
Well, I did a lot to get here. Clearly, with this wrap on my head. I don't sleep in these things. They don't come like this.
Y'all don't come up in here now. I watched the numbers increase. Don't come up in here now. I'm about to go get in the bed. I don't care what y'all say. The show is about to be over.
The show starts at 7:30. What are y'all doing? Where y'all at?
Watch it on the replay. Y'all be coming here all late and be ready for us to get all lit with y'all. We're not doing it tonight. Nope. Are you doing it tonight with them?
No, I'm about to take my post-show pictures that I take every Monday for content.
I should probably take them today.
It's something I do every Monday.
Oh, girl. Well, thank you for responding, honey. At least you have an excuse. Look.
You ain't never had no bad internet.
Okay? And when did we start spelling internet like that?
Latoya knows she is in here every Monday.
You are a faithful member. You know how to be like enable top fans? It should be Toya.
Yeah.
If we actually had merch, you would get merch. because you are like very supportive, and we appreciate that. I don't know who was at today, but that's
internet was messed up. But I'm finding that hard to believe. Maybe it was a storm out there.
That's okay. Well, next week is ladies' night, so y'all mark your calendar. We're gonna try to find some ladies to come on here with us.
We'll send whoever is choosing to be on the show a Whitney Houston, and Whitney Houston didn't show up to Atlanta, y'all. I guess she was busy. She didn't make it to 285.
No, my tour guide didn't have the ABC store on our itinerary.
I didn't.
Or I couldn't get my Whitney, but it was okay. I found other forms of Whitney, so we're good. I'm all right. All's well.
She found a spiritual form of Whitney. Okay.
Yep, I'm about to hit up all my group chat messages right now. The topic for Ladies' Night is everything. The topic for Ladies' Night is going to be dating.
Yes.
Dating, twerking, the bigger the hoop, the bigger.
I don't know why I said it like that. I was just sitting there laughing at myself. I don't know why I was like, yes.
Dating, the bigger the hoop, the bigger the hoe, tight clothes, you name it, we talking about it.
We should talk about, somebody had some clip on Baller Alert, how some girl was like, if you dress like a hoe, you are a hoe.
Or proposing to a man. That's a big thing going on right now.
Really?
Yes. I just saw it. A girl proposing
to a man, similar to buying a man a drink in the bar.
We're not for any of this right now because that's giving them a little piece of next week, and maybe they should come in on time.
Okay, yeah. I mean, do y'all need us to push it back to 7:35?
I'm not gonna be pushing it back to 7. You pushing it back to 7? You can come in at 7:35. Okay. Y'all, you do realize y'all don't have to look at us. Like you can play us.
Yeah, it don't have to be face to face.
That's on your JBL or whatever, and that's right.
By the way, this is a nice shirt I have. Rights for all.
Nice.
Love Squad Miami. Oh, that's your Peloton people, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. If you are interested in buying a Peloton, Tasha has a code. What is your code?
I don't have it. It's a whole
pair. See,
they give you a whole bunch of letters and numbers. It's not a personalized.
Create. Okay. Well, if you're still interested,
if you're using my
message. She does get something if you buy a Peloton with her code.
Yes, I do.
And let's just say the Peloton merch is not cheap. So,
but I've been blessed because people use my code.
That's what I'm saying. So, but thank you for tuning in. We don't have Patreon, but you can use the code, buy a $2,000 bike, and she can help you out.
They can buy goalies too.
$49 a month. You too can have a bike.
They can buy goalies. If you buy goalies, I get
goalies. You can buy, and if you are looking to be more healthy, you want to sleep better at night. I think that's what the ashwagandha is for, and the goalie is for apple cider vinegar, so you can lose weight doing that. So if you are trying to lose weight, sleep better, or be a Peloton member, Tasha is your girl.
But the goalie code is Tasha McFit.
The goalie code is ASHAMACKFIT.
All right, y'all. We wrap it up. That's it.
So, we are thankful and grateful that you have allowed us to be here to pour into you on this Monday at 7:30 on Facebook and YouTube Live every Monday at 7:30.
Not 8:45.
Not 8:50. Thank you.
Y'all should tune in at 7. That's what you do. Tune in at 7:50.
We here.
No, but that's how you do black. That's how you do.
Yeah. Come tomorrow, next Monday. We're starting at 7.
They'll be here by 7:30.
So, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for allowing us to pour into you. We ask that you go out and pour into the world positivity and light. Thank you. Namaste.